In this series, Lucas and I, Emil, travel across the country to find some of the people with the worst backlog of miniatures we've ever seen. I thought I had a lot of Warhammer, but this is on another tier. Yeah. Hear about their stories, what got them to this overwhelming point, and hopefully, at the end of the week, help them with making a small dent in that ever-growing backlog. To finish some of those dream projects they've never had a chance to finish. Buckle up, this is going to be a journey. And inside this tiny Swedish house, we have a massive collection and Jon Nyström that hopefully is willing to show us some of his collection. Let's go ring the doorbell and see if he's home.
Oh, hi guys, welcome.
Thank you, man. Nice to meet you.
Jon.
Meet Jon, our second victim in this series. He's been collecting Warhammer for almost 27 years at this point, collecting anything from Warmachine, Warhammer Fantasy, Warhammer 40k, well, anything that has war in it. And today, we'll not only have a rundown memory lane, but also get to see a collection worthy of its own game stores. Yes, that's plural. Where's your collection?
Let me show you something crazy.
Oh my god. This is Jon's hobby room. He's got boxes upon boxes of sorted unpainted armies in one shelf, an entire wargaming store worth of Warmachine Horde minis, in boxes unpainted or built. But that's not all.
And don't forget that one.
Oh shit. This is the new stuff in box. Yeah. Oh my god. And that's not even counting all of his board games and boxed games. So the plan is to paint all of this?
Yeah, it was in the beginning, but I probably won't have time in this life.
What separates Jon from any other collection that I've seen is that he's got everything sorted in boxes. If he's got an army of undead, well, everything is sorted in that undead box. From new ranges to all of the pristine blister packs from the 90s, he's got it all in ordered, labeled, and ready for paint. I remember these times where the prices would be a lot cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just looking at this and I see like all of the boxes. You have all the inventory in every box written down to how many of each model and every unit in the collection.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because it kind of stresses out you to see exactly how much it is.
Jon has a soft spot for Warhammer Fantasy and he proudly showed us all of his collection of fine cast, metal and Forge World resin minis, containing some of the rarest minis ever released by Games Workshop. I see something up here that it looks pretty freaking amazing. Freaking Chaos Dwarfs. This is not something you get to see every day.
So when that one just disappears from your
collection,
it wasn't us.
Yeah. I became like a kid again, drooling over everything in his collection and all of the models from my childhood that, yeah, it's a bygone era.
There's a lot in here. Boys and boys.
And chariots, look at this.
Here's another cool Forge World piece.
Oh, and everyone used to build one themselves using just foam.
Yeah.
But this is the original one.
Yeah.
That one is so cool.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's like something straight out from Alien.
What the hell? It is just never ending. I could stay in here for months. We have to look at some more stuff because if you look at the other side, it's his other games shelves. So we have at the top, there's board games with minis, and then we have Warmachine Hordes stuff. And it's, how many armies is this?
One of each?
Yeah, I think it's one of each. This game died off in both Uppsala and in Umeå, so I bought up the store stock.
The remaining stock, so you have pretty much 2 stores worth of unopened. In his lifetime though, it's not only been collecting. Jon has actually painted more minis than most people do in their lifetime. However, when asking him how much he paints these days...
Not much anymore. Before the kids I probably painted. I had actually one day off a week just to paint.
Wow.
From work.
But now with kids it's...
Yeah, now I have 3 kids. The plan is to paint at least 3 hours every other night. But you're kind of exhausted after work. And when the kids finally sleep... There's not much energy left. And counting the hours to paint all this, it's impossible.
I have no idea how many points this is. This has to be like 20 armies unpainted.
Probably.
But that begs the question, is he just saying that he used to paint more, or does he actually have a collection of painted minis?
Oh yeah, you wanna see it? You wanna see it?
Oh my god.
Herregud.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inside the boxes. And look like his giant boxes contains no less than 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 painted armies. 19 freaking boxes filled with armies. It's filled to the top.
Boxes upon boxes, guys.
Boxes inside the boxes. Yeah. It's more painted than most people will be able to paint in a lifetime. So you have like a whole army of just rat ogres. Yeah. So it's not just like a Skaven army. No, it's like a plague monk army, clan rat army, rat ogres army.
It's about 3,000 to 5,000 points in each box, I would say.
Wow. And then you have the boxes here as well.
Yeah. These are the unpainted army. Yes, it's probably unbuilt, unpainted. Lizardmen, traitor guards, wood elves, blood angels, a lot of beastmen over here.
Lucas, I'm trapped in a Warhammer den. Again. This collection is one of the most insane things I have
And everything is so well sorted.
And it's not just like, oh, I just have the new minis or I just have the old. No, he has everything.
Yeah.
So it's like all the old and all the new models. And it's beautifully placed.
This
in
is
boxes.
quite soothing for my gathering of Warhammer self-esteem.
I almost feel like I also want to get more stuff. Like normally I get stressed from having too much stuff, but seeing this collection like well sorted, it gets me kind of hyped. But dude, one of the issues that he's had in the past years is that he has not been able to paint almost anything. He talked about there were some armies where he felt like it would be nice to get a push to actually start doing more on the armies and like get started again with painting. I think we can help him with that. The question is, where do we start? Because I want to do all of them.
Yeah, let's just do all of it and like never get back to work.
I'm down for this. No more videos, guys. Peace.
Like and subscribe.
Jokes aside though, I'm kind of leaning towards Nurgle or Vampire Counts because they really has both units, mix of old and new stuff, and the big models.
Few moments later.
So after some serious deliberation and stuff, we would like to ask you, would it be something you're interested in if we just paint some of your backlog to just get you started again?
That would be awesome.
Do you have any preferred one?
I would actually like the Vampire Counts to be painted because I haven't got an army of that.
Maybe we should just try to bring out the Vampire Count collection and then pack it in a box.
Let's do this. And while we pack things up, let me talk about the amazing way to build websites with the help of Squarespace. I'm one of those people that have a ton of ideas all the time. And whenever I want to start a new project, I need to showcase that somewhere online. Sure, you can open social media, but it's not gonna cut it if you want to seem professional. Instead, with the help of Squarespace, you can create your own website without any previous knowledge, and you can try to make that website completely for free. Squarespace Design Intelligence makes it easier than never before to make your own website thanks to their decades of knowledge and their new AI systems integrated with that. Anyone can now make a website. Just take us as an example. It took us probably 1 or 2 hours to get all the images, all the text up there and have a nice design on our website without any knowledge of programming whatsoever. Just head on to squarespace.com, try to build that website for free, and then when you're ready to launch, just head over to squarespace.com/Squidmar or use the code Squidmar to get 10% off that entire purchase of a website or a domain. So Lucas, we gotta get started. You were kind of excited about
the crypt horrors.
Yes. Do you have a plan for a color scheme?
Nope.
I'm gonna do Nagash. I think I'm gonna start with him because it feels good to just rip the band-aid. I think it's a total of 80 minis you have to paint in a week.
Hopefully we can just, I don't know, dip half the minis in wash and then just
call them done. Are you ready?
No, but let's go. The first day is coming to an end, and today I've managed to almost finish all 9 of the Crypt Horror / Vargeists, which means I'm kind of on track, because usually we leave ourselves about 4 to 5 days each to paint an army like this, and if I can paint 9 in a day, that means I can paint about 18 in 2 days, and that's like well more than enough. So hopefully this is all good. Tomorrow I'm gonna paint the big Nefertiti's, thinking of doing a green glow with red armor. But before you guys get to see that, it's time for a tiny reveal.
Since Yoon is massively into old school Warhammer, we want to keep parts of the army really earthy with a lot of browns and greens and natural tones for that old school look. So for Nagash, I wanted to have a dark green atmospheric style and keep him kind of simple, because the more colors I add, the more messy it's gonna look, especially when you speed paint something. So I started spraying his entire cloak and mantle with a dark green, and then just highlighted it, mixing in more and more Scorpy green, and then highlighting a little bit using yellow green. For the armor, we kept it simple as well, mixing black with deck tan to highlight the armor, making a cool NMM, going up to clean deck tan, and then adding in a bit of ice yellow to pop some of the highlights a little bit extra. And all of the colors I used on Nagash is in our paint set, so if you want to paint like we do, go check out the 3 Squidmar paint set made together with Vallejo, our favorite paint brand, and learn to paint like us. And with that, guys, I think Nagash is done. I'm honestly really excited. I like the dark mood of him. So let's do a grand reveal.
To paint Neferata, I really wanted to go for a paint scheme that would stand out and be really unique. So I opted for a ghostly, glowing spirit vibe, heavily inspired by painters such as Emil On, among others who do this fantastically well. So I began by painting the entire beast with dark green. Then once the paint was dry, I made a white wash by mixing white paint with express medium and water. This was an incredibly scary step because I had no idea what I was doing. I was just sort of high rolling as I went, just doing shit. But in the end, it turned out to be pretty okay. Next up was to cover all of this with the fluorescent green. Then to make things more interesting, I now brought out the dry brush to make sure that the glow looks like it's only emitting from the core of the miniature, seeping through all the cracks and the crevices of the beast. My dudes, look at this awesome monstrosity of a thing. I managed to finish Nefertiti's today, and I absolutely love it. The green and the red paint scheme is just very nice. So that's it, it's time for a tile reveal. Woo!
Okay, I want to rip the second band-aid off, because there's a few small champions that look amazing, but I kind of want to save those for last when we're kind of tired of painting the armies. So I'm gonna do 20 zombies now. I'm not excited, but I'm gonna do it. So, see you in a bit. And painting units like this is normally a real pain in the ass, especially when you don't have a lot of time to paint. You don't want to spend a month churning through a unit of boring zombies. So for me to have this opportunity to help you and just get some of this chaff done just feels amazing. And to see the finished result of these units, you have to stay until the end. And while I was painting zombies, Lucas was knee-deep with a unit of 20 ethereal skeletons. By the end of day 3, the end of the week was coming closer, so was Jon's visit to our studio to get his newly painted army. So with that, let's do a speed round of day 4, just painting a ton of glowing ghosts. Okay, day 5 now. It is like 6-7 hours until Jon arrives, and I don't have a ton left to paint. I've got to do Isabella von Karstein and a Necromancer. Lucas has a bunch of ghost horses left to finish, so let's do that. We'll meet you at the end of the day for hopefully not only a grand reveal, but also we get to see how Jon feels receiving this army. I just finished painting Isabella von Karstein and the Necromancer, so let's do a tiny reveal.
As the last day was coming to an end, I applied a pigment wash to all the bases, and for once, things were actually looking quite fine. But the question remains, will Jon like the army or not? Before we can answer that question, we need to add some grass tufts to all the bases, and then it's time for a reveal.
Oh my god, I need to shave. 2 more hours to go until he arrives. There's like a bunch of bases left and then we're good to go. So now we gotta set it up. I'm kind of excited. We did it! No freaking stress whatsoever.
Yeah,
right?
we have like freaking 6 minutes left to go.
It's gonna be here in 6 minutes, and we just finished setting things up. Kind of hyped. I think it looks awesome. Shift to English. So yeah, we've spent the whole week.
Yeah, I can imagine. It was quite
painting. I want to say Tomb Kings, but it's not Tomb Kings.
Soulblight.
Soulblight,
Or
yeah.
Vampire
Count. I can't remember what we said about colors, but we've been improvising.
Yeah, we haven't said anything.
Awesome.
It's a surprise.
Yeah. So if you're ready, we'll go take a look.
Oh,
Take a
wow.
look.
Oh,
Take
wow.
a look.
Oh my god. You've done a really good job. It's a lot of models too.
Yeah, we were like, it's fine. So I had painted the crypt horrors and the flayers.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, oh my god, we're almost done. It's
Yeah,
so fast.
we're gonna be able to finish the ghouls as well.
And then we were like, oh fuck, as soon as we hit like the actual bulk of the army.
The fluorescent is really nice.
Yeah, they turned out really vibrant and
They actually glow.
yeah.
Yeah, you see.
What? Oh, pretty cool.
You have the eyes and stuff
Yeah,
on
you
the...
can go closer.
Oh, cool.
on the dash.
That's so cool.
His eyes are glowing.
So now I have to get one of those lights.
Yeah.
I can be very nervous letting other people paint my stuff.
Yeah.
But you guys have done so good job.
And seeing Jon's reaction to the army was absolutely priceless. He really seemed to enjoy the army and was super happy to finally be able to play with the vampire counts that he has been collecting for ages.
I'm so excited to play right now. Kind of hard to keep this up now. I have to keep the standard and the rest of it.
So 0 out of 10 scam, how much do you think?
Considering that
10 out of 10 scam.
And stole it from him.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 scam.
Do you live in Sweden and want to have this experience and have a massive backlog? Please send us an email to production@squidmar.com because we hope to be able to do more of this video series. If you want to see more of this video series, don't forget to smash like because that helps YouTube push this to new people and lets us know that you actually want more of this. Massive thanks to this week's sponsor and of course our amazing Patreons. You guys are the best.